Welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast.
Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to Village Park here in Oakfield as we get ready here for a conference contest here in the Trailways East. It's a new conference, so it's hard for me to remember to keep track of that. Oakfield Oaks taking on the Horicon Marsh ladies today in today's contest here. This should be a good one. These are by far the top two teams in the Trailways East. Excited about the opportunity to have these teams on our broadcast today. I'm excited also to have with me Makai Ackerman and Dominic Ackerman here joining me on the broadcast as well. We're going to call this the A-plus team because the A team would usually be Justin and the doctor, Cameron Hatcher. But this is the higher level one because of all of the technology and all of the insight that these guys have into just the game itself. We're going to step aside here. We're going to play some of our ads, and then we're going to come back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holz Realtor.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk. Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream here at Village Park in Oakfield. Let me see if I can click the right buttons here. Let's take a look at some of the data here that we have as far as a team for the Horicon Marsh ladies. I was just taking a look at their data here and looking at their data. The information that I have on WSN seems to not be correct. So I'm going to see if I can find some stuff off of Max Preps quickly, but here's what I do have. The winning and loss record is 7-4. That is correct. At the part where it says how many hits and how many home runs they have in the batting average and pitching average, that you can throw all out the window as of right now, because all that it shows recorded here so far has been 3 games for the players from Horicon. But what you can take a look at is you can take a look at the last time that these teams played in April 3rd. The score was 9-3 for Oakfield. Then they lost again in back-to-back games. They lost to Johnson Creek 7-6. They swept Wayland 17-0. They swept Lourdes 21-2. Then they lost. They got 10-run against Deerfield. The first time they played Dodgeland, they beat them 21-2, but the second time they just played them 3-1 was that score against Dodgeland, and you can see that they did play against Lourdes and Wayland. So overall, their record is 6-1 with the one loss to the Oakfield Mighty Oaks. Dodgeland is currently 2-4. Wayland and Lourdes are winless. Wayland's ahead of the record 0-4. Lourdes is 0-5. Again, I was going to take a look at some of the team information now here, but paying attention here and looking at what I probably had taken as far as the stats, so we'll see what I have. It does show the team stats here, so maybe it's just the individual stats that didn't come across correctly, or maybe I just didn't hit the right button. It does show the team stats here that Horicon has given up 22 hits, had 22 hits, 23 runs, 18 of those runs are earned. That's not right. So again, taking a look at that information is not the correct information, even though it does show that they have played 11 games. In those 11 games, they've had to have more than 60 plate appearances so far on the season. We're going to step aside here. You can see, well, maybe you can't because I don't have it big enough because I had shrunk it. Let's see if we can get it here. The Lady Oaks are still in their warm-ups here, so we'll step aside. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor.
Welcome back here to Village Park in Oakfield. You can see the ladies are all right outside the dugout there meeting with Coach Schaefer here as they just got done with their warm-ups. Let's see if we can take a look at some of the information here about the ladies from Oakfield here. I got to do a couple of button pushes, and let's see if I actually set something up correctly. I'm guessing that I didn't, because that typically is how it works for me. So turning that one off and turning that one off, and look at that. I actually am pretty close if I turn this one back on. All right, look at that. Here's the information that we have on the team here about the Lady Oaks from Oakfield. Currently, their record is 7-1, 83 hits as a team. That home run number is always misleading. I don't know how WSN calculate it, but it's wrong. The batting average for the team is .464. Their pitchers, their earned run average as an average for the team is 2.12. They've had 15 walks, 53 strikeouts. The last time that they played the Horicon Marsh Ladies here, the score was 9-3. They beat Dodgeland 9-0, and they just got done playing Dodgeland as well, and they beat them 4-0. That Dodgeland team is a much improved team. It's a younger team, but very, very athletic, and they're starting to figure out how to play together. We were here. We called that Kettle Moraine Lutheran game. Kettle Moraine Lutheran, if I remember looking at the information, is currently ranked 6th, I believe, in Division II. They lost to them 15-13. We were here for that game. It was a fantastic game. I'll take credit for the loss because I was the one that said, oh, it's time to grab the microphone. I don't believe in the jinx. I just don't believe in it. But I'll take credit so that it goes off of their hands. And I'm the one that said, let's grab the microphone and get ready for interviews. And after that, we couldn't put another run across and ended up giving a couple here for the Lady Oaks. They played a doubleheader. I didn't know that it was going to be a doubleheader on the 17th at Lourdes. They played a doubleheader. They beat them 20-2, and then they swept them 17-0 on that doubleheader. The Princeton Green Lake game, we were scheduled to come here for it. That game was canceled by Green Lake because they had too many games that they scheduled in the week. So I don't know how that happens when you have a conference game, but whatever. I guess it is what it is. We were here when we called that Elkhart Lake game, and Justin was here on the Dodgeland game here. So we've had an opportunity to see these Lady Oaks quite a bit. We love coming over to Oakfield. Again, we consider it to be our second community that we've adopted. Neither one of us live here, but we absolutely love coming over here. The people treat us so well. The students are so respectful, and they're great. They have a good time, and they smile and have great interactions with them, so we love coming over here. In conference, 6-0 are the Mighty Oaks, 6-1 is Horicon, 2-4 is Dodgeland, and Wayland and Lourdes have yet to win. Let's take a look at the team statistics here for Oakfield Oaks. In the 8 games they've played, they've had 36 hits, 25 runs on those hits. 13 of those runs have been earned. I'm looking at the pitching stats, so I guess I should really pay attention to that instead. So they've given up 36 hits on 25 runs. 13 of those 25 runs are earned. That's an earned run average for their pitching staff of a 2.12. No home runs given up. Today might be the day. I hate to say it. Let's knock on wood as much as we can find around here.
You know, Jeff, that's twice now that you've brought up a jinx. And for someone who doesn't believe a jinx, it's funny that you're out here knocking on wood. But
yeah, because I would hate for that to be the case here today, that I would do that. Thanks to Mackay for jumping in here. But so far they haven't given any home runs. The only reason I say this, it's a south wind. We cannot keep our heavy metal standard standing up. The wind has been knocking that over, and just anything that's going to get elevated here has a chance to carry out. And the Lady Oaks, this year they are not a home run hitting team. Their pitching staff has done a good job of not giving up, again, any of those home runs. But Horicon can hit the ball traditionally. I have not seen them play yet this year, but traditionally they have been able to hit the ball. Let's take a look at finish up those stats. They've had 15 walks, 53 strikeouts, and their whip, walks to hits per inning, 1.19. That is really incredible work here, especially in softball for the Lady Oaks, considering who they have played. Let's take a look at their batting statistics. They've had 179 at-bats. They've scored 97 runs, 83 hits, 56 singles, 13 doubles, 8 triples, and 1 home run. And again, this team traditionally, Oakfield, you could count on 2, 3, 4 hitters in the lineup who are your power hitters that were going to be able to hit home runs. And when we talked to Rob Schaefer in the preseason, he said that's not this team. This team is going to rely on speed and fundamentals and execution to be able to get their wins. And it shows that they don't have the home runs, but they definitely can hit the ball so far on this season. They've taken 63 walks, 89 ribbies, only 18 strikeouts.
Wow.
Compared, that ball strikeout ratio is absolutely incredible on this season. Batting average as a team, 464. On base percentage is 60%. So 60% of the time, they've got somebody who's going to be on base. Slugging percentage is a little bit lower at 61.5%, but an OPS of 1.218 for the team.
You know, Jeff, when you were talking about the pitching staff for this Marsh Ladies team, I was thinking, wow, they're, getting it done out on the mound. And then you brought up the hitting stats, and I was like, wow, they're getting it done on offense, too. 97 runs on the season so far is not something to scoff at. It's quite a few runs, and obviously this ladies team, like you said, they don't rely on a few players. They rely on their speed, their base running, and getting on base, like you talked about with the on-base percentage. So it should be a fantastic game here today, and I'm really excited to see this offense roar.
Yeah, these Oakfield Lady Oaks are just so much fun to watch. We had the pleasure. I know, Makai, you just came on board with us here. You had a chance, I believe, to watch the boys and help us out with some of the boys' games for basketball. A lot of these girls played basketball.
Yep.
A lot of them played volleyball. We just had the opportunity, and it's been over the last several years now. I was working with a competitor when I was covering them, and then when the competitor refused to pay additional games, then I would come over here and cover them for Jeff's live stream here. But again, I've just had a fantastic opportunity to make connections with a lot of these girls that are out here. We're going to step aside here. It looks like we got about 15 minutes. And we'll come back and we'll talk about some of the individual statistics for this team. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Makai Ackerman and Dominic Ackerman here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back.
Is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Terry Holes and Adish.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. Let's take a look at finishing the warm-ups out here. We've got our center field camera that'll sit out there. We'll see how much the wind is going to play with that. Sometimes with the reception here, I may have to set up the antenna, but so far, usually we get pretty decent reception with a center field camera. And here's our main camera view. Again, I got to thank Makai for helping me get everything set up here today. Dominic, why don't you give us some of the individual statistics for Oakfield, like maybe there are a couple of top hitters there. I think there's one girl hitting 600 and there's several in the 500s.
Yeah, that 600 level is Meredith Steinke. She's at a 625 on the average this year, totaling up 10 hits over her 16 at-bats. She's also got a over 700 on the on-base percentage, so not only is she getting it done with the bat, but she's able to draw her walks when she needs to.
3 out of 4 times you're up and you're on
Yeah,
base.
that's pretty impressive there for Meredith. And then we got a lot of 500 hitters. We got Olivia Vielbrig at 500. We got Georgia Hoffman over 500. Krista Sabel over 500. So this Lady Oaks team is really just hitting the ball whenever they're getting up to the plate, and that's exactly what you want to see here. To score runs, you got to get on base, and these Lady Oaks are doing it. Pitching wise, they're led here by Lainey Deer, who's had 4 games.
Lainey Shep will be the pitcher today.
Oh,
yeah,
she's got
Lainey
7
Deer,
games.
Yeah, so Lainey Deer, I think, has only pitched 1 full game, if I remember correctly.
Maybe. She's got 4 appearances, but maybe
Yeah.
only 1 full.
Right, yeah.
5 innings she's got on the
Yep,
year. So
yep.
Lainey Shep has been doing primarily most of their damage here. She's only got a 2.16 ERA. Great work there in a softball game. You're usually going to let up about 3-4 runs here, but to be under 3 and at 2.16, that's a great look there for Lainey Shep, who's on the mound here today, as Jeff says. We'll see if she got it in us against these Marsh ladies of Horicon.
Yeah, so fantastic job there sharing that information. Does it have it broken down with singles? It doesn't. I thought that it
Yes.
might. Oh, it does. So maybe you want to talk about how Meredith Steinke, how she's been reaching.
Yeah, I mean, 8 singles on the year. She's got a double and a triple, but primarily out of those 10 hits, 8 of them have been singles. That's kind of up and down the Oakfield lineup, too. Ryan Vielbig has 9 singles on the year. Lainey Shep, the pitcher, has been doing at the plate as well, 8 singles on the year for her 9 hits total. So a lot of small ball, get on base, and then the Lady Oaks can kind of run around and do their thing. As long as they can get on the base pass, they've found a way to score. So we'll see that as a common theme here as the Lady Oaks take on the Lady Marshmen.
That's exactly what Coach Rob Schaefer had shared again in that pregame. Again, it's just a different type of team than they've had in the past. And I'll still, even though because of their success, they have to move up, which really irritates the daylights out of me, that one of the smallest schools in the state in Division 5, and it's a public school, does not recruit, has built their program from scratch. And yes, they don't have their sweatshirts on today. We talked about this earlier, 16 state appearances. But again, they have earned every one of those appearances, and now they got to move up to Division 4. So what do they do in Division 4? They currently are ranked number 4.
Yep.
So
undefeated in conference play, I do believe.
Yeah, so far, and they have done so, if I remember correctly, the last time I talked to Rob, I believe they have been undefeated in Trailways play for the past 5 years. Wow. That is just a phenomenal effort here. No national anthem unless Mrs. Liebenau wants to sing for us. I can hand her the microphone. I guess she's not going to do it, so we'll jump right away. We'll play a couple more ads while they're warming up, and then we'll come back. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Dominic Ackerman and Makai Ackerman here on Jeff's live stream. Happy birthday to Dominic.
Is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holz Realtor.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we are with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to Village Park as we get ready here for the start of this conference contest here in the Trailways East. Leading things off for Horicon is Brianna Beekle, the left-handed hitter. First pitch in there is going to be a ball to Beekle. Oh, it was a
I had
strike.
strike, I think. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Called strike on the outside corner there. Nice pitch from start this one off.
That's going to be fouled off. So let's go strike foul to get my stats correct here. We'll switch this over to that outfield camera. We'll have to tell Ryan that she's standing right in the shot, so just somebody yell out or tell her she's got to move left or right. No, let's not do that. Let's let her set up where she wants to be set up. That's going to be fouled off to the third base side. Keeps the count at 0-2.
Little slap hitter here from Beagle at the plate. Running up on every pitch.
Yeah, you can tell by the frame that she's going to be a slap hitter here and that she's going to try and use some speed to get to first.
Swing and a miss. Down she goes. Swinging a great way to start this game from Lainey Shep, Jeff.
She did a fantastic job once again. Lainey is really getting herself settled in here. Back-to-back years as a freshman, she pitched at the state tournament. She didn't have a choice. Allie, oh my goodness, Lamanska was struggling, so she had to step in there and pitch as a freshman at the state tournament. And then she, again, at the state tournament last year, got a couple of, at least an inning in there. So she's experienced, but this is really the first time that this is her team to take over.
Yeah, so far, like Dominic said when he was reading the stats, she's been doing a fantastic job. And that one roped up the middle. It's going to be the first base hit of this game. That's Madison Bake rounding first, but deciding to stay there. One out single to get the Marsh ladies going.
Good hard hit right there.
Yeah.
When you take a look at that on the instant replay there. Brings up the bat now number 24, Aslan Heller, the pitcher for the Marsh ladies.
Looking to help out her own cause here. Obviously, runner on first. She skies this one up into foul territory, but out of play on top of the roof over here. You hear the aluminum.
Because I thought that might have been my vehicle, but I guess we moved it, so
we
that's
did
not
move
the case.
that.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Last year I was able to leave it parked down here, and I felt like I was blocking everybody's view, so I had appreciated the ability for me to do that, or block everybody's ability to walk around. Big swing on that one for a strike. Once again, every pitch I've seen so far, gentlemen, has been right down the middle or right around the plate.
Yeah, she's been finding that strike zone.
Yeah. No balls.
It's given Bake hasn't had a chance to be able to take off. It's going to be fouled off to the right-hand side. Getting underneath it is going to be the right fielder, Hayden Colleen, for the second out. And again, I think, gentlemen, the way that the wind is today, I think it's going to be extremely challenging to see how these outfielders play the ball.
Yeah, great job by Colleen there. She's able to track the ball, run over into foul territory, and able to make the catch for the second out of this inning. Like you said, with the wind blowing, you're not sure where that ball is going. So good tracking ability, way to put it in her glove. And that's the first ball that Shep has thrown today. It comes to the four-hole hitter, Syrie Reinwald, thank you. I can't read my writing.
And it didn't miss by much. If it missed the bottom of the strike zone there just to get the first ball, but swings at pitch number 2. 1-1 now the count.
Number 4 hitter. I wish we had more statistics. She's also going to be the catcher. Hey, well, I want to thank all 15 of you that are currently logged in here. It's time to send the message out there, let everybody else know. Taking off. Good throw down, but just in there, getting the stolen base.
It's Madison Bake taking off there, taking the stolen base. She had a good lead and obviously a good takeoff after Shep threw that pitch. Good throw from Liebenau, but just not in time.
I wasn't sure if the pitch was a little changed, that it gave her a little bit more time. Lydia fired it from the knees, but just could not execute.
That one misses down low again.
3-1 with 2 outs. Chance here for the ladies to get out of this.
Runner on second, 3-1. Reinwald steps back in. Shep comes set, fires, misses outside. That's her first walk, and we're going to get another base runner here for the Marsh ladies.
Just like that, just a little bit of a hitch here for Laney. And if she's not missing by much,
No.
that to me is actually better a piece of hitting there by Reinwald.
Brings up Lily Fassbender, whose first pitch swinging. She missed that one for strike 1.
Fassbender is the left fielder for the Marsh ladies. So you got the Horicon Marshmen is really the logo, but you can't say the Marshmen for the ladies.
The Marsh ladies.
Ooh, just missed.
That was a nice pitch there, nonetheless.
Runners on first and second, 2 away here in the top of the first.
Doing a good job there nibbling the plate to see how far out she can go.
1-1 now. Shep comes set, fires home, swinging his fastbender, popped up into foul territory, but the first baseman, Georgia Hoffman, able to range over and make the catch for the third out of this inning. A nice inning there. The Marsh Ladies put 2 on, but they leave them stranded. We're going to take a quick break here on Jeff's live streams. Hear from our sponsors. We'll be back. Stick with us.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for something special in your child's education? The choices you make for your child today will impact their future forever. At CWC, we provide a Christ-centered education that shapes students academically, spiritually, and personally. From our exceptional elementary and middle schools to the academic rigor of life-enriching programs of our high school, CWC offers a place for students to grow and thrive. Our approach integrates faith into every subject, helping your child see the world through God's eyes. To learn more or schedule a visit, go to wearecwc.org.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. Joining us now, or coming up here in the bottom of the first inning, leading things off is Lainey Shep here for the Lady Oaks. First pitch from Aslan Heller is a ball, bounces in there.
We'll see Shep up to the plate now, looking to help out her own cause. She obviously left 2 on in the first inning, which was a nice way to get out of that one. See if she can lead something off here. She takes a upstairs strike for strike number 1, and it'll even at 1-1 now.
Bit of a riser. That one started low and came up on Shep as it pinched the upside or the top side of the zone.
Heller ready to deliver. Here's the pitch.
Missed outside for ball number 2. Good eyes here from Shep early.
Again, a junior who's had lots of experience, though. And that happens if you take a look up and down the lineup here. There's a lot of sophomores that are here on the lineup for the Lady Oaks. A couple juniors. I think that, do we only have 2 juniors who are in the lineup here? Yeah, so you got seniors and sophomores. And that's one of the reasons that Coach was concerned that, is that a 3-2 count?
Yep, full.
Okay, perfect. That's one of the things that Coach was concerned about in the preseason. It's a young team. How well are they going to work?
So far, they've been doing good. This one, a Shep, a short pop over to second baseman. The second baseman, Elena Rivera, able to field it cleanly and throw over to first in time for the first out of this inning. 4-3 put out.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Brings up now the left-handed hitting center fielder, Ryan Vielbig.
One away here in the home half of this first inning. Vielbig looks to get something going for the Lady Oaks as she takes that one outside for ball number 1.
Heller's got a little good pop on the ball. You can hear catcher's glove popping back here. Even though we're right behind it, you still have a south wind that's blowing the sound out, so we can hear that. That's pretty solid.
That one way upstairs. Good catch there from Reinwald behind the plate.
There really isn't a lot of distance here from
no, not at all.
Home plate to back to the fence, so you don't have a lot of wild pitches or pass balls where people are advancing.
Something Dominic and I have talked about extensively over at CWC, their baseball field. That backstop has got to be 25 feet back there at least. It is a
old school diamond.
Yes. That one right down the middle. Vielbig was on her way to first, but she has to step back in to see the hitters count now. Nice pitch there from Heller to keep her in it. 3-1 misses outside, a 5-pitch walk for Vielbig, and she gets the same result.
And now, Lady Oaks got something cooking here. One of those seniors that we were talking about, well, that was Ryan Vielbig, who was one of the seniors. She's now on base. Coming up behind her is a senior, Krista Sabel, and on deck is a senior, Georgia Hoffman.
Yeah, a couple seniors here in this top part of the lineup. It's good for them. Hopefully they can get the bats going early. Sabel takes an outside strike one call.
That doesn't surprise me after the several balls that were thrown. Vielbig has great speed on the bases.
This one swung on by Sabel, lifted out to left center field. It's going to get down for a hit. Vielbig stays at second, a station-to-station single here with one away for Krista Sabel.
Nice piece of hitting there. She saw 5-pitch walk there to Vielbig, and then comes in, takes strike number one, decides she needs to attack quickly, takes one and pops it over the shortstop's head to get runners at first and second here, only one out.
Yeah, I thought she did a great job of staying back on that pitch and reading it well. Brings up number 12, Georgia Hoffman, the first baseman.
Inside, but she's swinging on it. This one popped up to the first baseman. She's able to come down with the catch. That's Haley Nemeth over there. What a catch from her. Kind of turned her around, wasn't sure where it was going, but she found it in the glove and able to make the catch for the second out of this inning.
Yeah,
that was a great catch.
It was. Almost didn't get a perfect step on it, but was able to recover quickly and make a nice over-the-back shoulder grab to make sure the glove was in the, or the ball was in the glove, I should say.
So now the same spot that the Marsh ladies were in that top of the half of the first inning. We got 2 on, but 2 outs here for Alexis Liebenau.
The final senior on the team. First pitch into her is a ball. Liebenau, the last time I was here, that's right down the middle. I don't know how she did against Dodgeland, but the last time I was here, she was 2 for 3, I believe, at the plate. And Mom didn't advocate for us to interview her. But it is the 6th inning, so we're doing okay. Fouls that one off. Mom didn't want to seem like she was being biased, trying to advocate for her daughter, and I said, she's a senior. You got to advocate all the time. That sounds good.
Liebenau steps back in here, 1-2. That one in the dirt. The runner's going to take off, and a double steal successful. Vielbig makes it to third. Sabel all the way to second, and that moves both of them into scoring position now for Liebenau.
For Liebenau, yeah, nice job there. For the ladies, we talked about it, that they were going to be
aggressive on those base paths.
Exactly.
Yep.
I didn't see any hesitation.
No,
as soon as that pitch came, they were both moving at the same time. Great execution there on the double steal.
So Liebenau steps back in now. It's full. Heather comes home, swing and a miss, and she's able to get out of it. The Oaks leave 2 stranded, just like the Marsh ladies did in the top half of this first inning. We're going to take a quick break here from our sponsors. We'll be back for the top half of the second in just a moment.
Or with Jeff's live stream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Welcome back here to Village Park in Oakfield. First pitch into Emily Bunkuski is a strike.
Big swing and a miss there. Bunkuski was chasing a little bit off the plate, so we'll see if she can step back in and stay a little more disciplined here.
Right fielder for the Marsh Ladies.
Another swing and a miss for her, and she's quickly down 0-2.
That one you could see she pulled her head a little bit.
She went outside then inside, so we'll see what Shep comes up with here. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, a 3-pitch strikeout, and Bunkuski goes down swinging.
Great way to start this inning of your Shep after allowing 2 base runners in the first. To now retire the first batter on 3 pitches, it's going to be a swing and strikeout. Great way for Laney to come back out on this mound and get some confidence in her.
Rivera stepping in now, 1 away here, top of 2. She fouls that one off. Just chopped there right to the catcher, Lydia Fleury.
Not even fazed by it.
Lydia, I talk about this, one of the tallest girls on the team and has to get the lowest.
Yeah. This one skied into the shallow infield. Georgia Hoffman comes over and makes the catch for out number 2. A P3 and 2 quick outs here to start this top half of the second.
Talk about fundamentals right there, right, Dominic?
Absolutely. Hoffman's now got 2 pop-ups on the day, 1 in foul territory, 1 in front of her second baseman.
That one she just took charge of, though. That's what I would liked about it. One of the things, the mistakes that they have made as a younger team is they don't know who's calling what. Georgia just said, get out of my way, it's mine.
And that's kind of the specialty you get with some of those seniors. You know, they've been here, they've played this game, and they know how to take control of the game. They know how to call those balls off, and you just saw that on display right there. And now is Haley Nemeth for this Marsh Ladies team. 2 away here, top of 2.
First baseman who had a fantastic grab.
This one down the third base line. Nice play by Liebenow. Throw over to first in time. A 5-3 putout from Alexis Liebenow. A great throw, a great pick down there at third. And that ends the top half of the second. Scoreless, 0-0 still. We'll be back in the home half of 2 to see if the Oaks can come out and put some runs on the board. Stick with us on Jeff's live streams.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
I still have a cataract in my right.
Okay. Welcome back here to the Village Park in Oakfield. Leading things off here for the Lady Oaks in the bottom of the second. Number 2, Meredith Steinke, the second baseman.
That one inside. A nice strike, though, from Aislinn Heller, who's still throwing there on the bump for this Marsh Ladies team.
You had talked about it, Dominic, in the pregame. Meredith Steinke leading the team in batting average.
Talked about all those singles she had. She's looking to get it going here. A leadoff single would be great for the Lady Oaks.
I think her key here is just patience, waiting for her pitch. She's obviously been able to find quite a few that she's been able to get the bat on, so be patient here. Look for the right strike, right pitch to take out of here.
Is Meredith just a sophomore? Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I
just
thought.
a sophomore. Oh. That
One
one
hitter.
came in and hit her. A 1-1 pitch from Heller rides in, hits Steinke. So the first base runner on for the Lady Oaks is they look to get something going. That brings up Olivia Vielberg, number 4.
Vielbig, yep.
Vielbig, sorry.
That's all right.
Can't read my own handwriting. We just talked about this. I actually think I wrote it wrong.
Steinke over there at first didn't even brush it off. Just took the ball to the forearm and is now over there standing at first ready to steal a bag.
See, and I think that when you're wearing it as a hitter, you're a team player.
Yeah.
There's so many girls who dive on out of the way, so many boys that are diving out of the way.
She takes off from first, able to slide back in safely after knowing she was probably dead to right, stealing second. Meredith Steinke able to make her way back to first.
What a great throw by Siri?
Siri? I think it's Siri.
Weinwald.
Oh, Siri, you think?
Maybe.
I should have asked the first name,
That
so
was
we'll
one we
just
didn't
yell it
get.
out before she leaves here, ask her what her first name is, so we can pronounce it correctly. Or if you're out there listening and you are watching from Horicon.
Steinke thinking about taking off again, but makes her way back to first base. We saw the great throw from Reinwald like you were talking about, and Steinke wasn't fazed by it, though. She decided to try to take off again anyway.
We'll have to fix our camera here. That foul ball
I
twisted
see.
her a little bit there. That one strap popped loose. I'll see if I can find another one if we need to.
Olivia Vielbig tries to throw down the bunt, but it rolls foul. That's the first pitch she's got down for the bunt.
I would say now with a 1-2 count, though, we're not going to see her bunt.
I don't think so.
I mean, if you were absolutely proficient at it and you knew that this was going to be something that you could execute at 100%, but why when you can hit the ball like that?
That's right. Olivia Vielbig goes up the middle. Steinke rounding second all the way to third. She's going to get there, and Vielbig moves up to second on the throw from the outfield. A nice single there moves Steinke up to third, and Vielbig up to second on the throw. Great play there.
Yeah. Not only did Meredith make it over to third, she never once thought about stopping at second.
She did not.
After those 2 stolen base opportunities didn't go to none, she made sure she was getting her extra base somehow.
Bottom of this order, the middle bottom of this order, getting some going for the Lady Oaks now. 2 in scoring position with nobody out. It brings up the 8-hole hitter, Lydia Fleury. First pitch to her is outside for ball number 1.
Good piece of running right there with nobody out here. The Lady Oaks, again, different style of Oakfield baseball here. Using the speed, putting pressure on your defense, see if they can execute.
That one a little low, and now 2 balls and no strikes here to Fleury. Again, runners on second and third for nobody outs. The Oaks are threatening right now. We'll see if Aislinn Heller can come back and get him out of it. That one a nice pitch, clips the bottom of that zone.
Very nice pitch there from Heller to get right back into this count.
Yeah, again, with Lydia being in that taller frame, she also has that bigger strike zone, which makes it a little bit more challenging.
Pros and cons. That one down the middle, and she smacks it out to left field, but the left fielder, Lily Fastbender, able to make the catch. The throw in, not in time, and Steinke comes around and scores. Vielbig moves up to third. Give it a sac fly there from Lydia Fleury, a great piece of hitting.
Fantastic. Didn't get the ball in time, and then tries to throw it home, just does not execute.
Not only that, but good base running out there from Vielbig to get over to third. Make sure we got the same situation again. Sac fly is still in play, only with 1 out here.
That's a great piece of hitting there by Lydia.
Brings up the DH now, the 9-hole hitter, Lainey Deer, with a runner on third, 1 out and 1 in this inning.
Lainey has earned this extra opportunity to get at bats. She's done a fantastic job at the plate as well.
That one way up high. Reinwald forced to get out of her stands and catch that one.
Good job there by Reinwald. You missed that one potentially. Again, we talk about how this backstop is. It's a metal fence. You never know which way it's going to ricochet.
That one a nice pitch there from Heller. Thought it was going to be outside, but it curved in last second, able to clip that outside corner.
I think that was right where she wanted it. Reinwald to set up outside, so great way to be there with the glove, make sure that strike call was going to be called, even if it was on the outside part of the plate.
2 balls, 1 strike to Deer. Swing and a miss, evens it at 2-2 now. We still have Vielbig over at third for her, only 1 away.
The top of the order coming up.
Yeah.
But if Lainey can do her job here, just make contact. All she's got to do is make contact. That run is scoring.
See what she can do. 2-2. Heller fires, and Deer does make contact with it, but it's fouled off down the third base line. Hits that fence over there.
Lainey Shep had to duck quickly in foul territory in the on-deck circle. That one was coming back fast.
Good job of protecting up at the plate. You know, typically, again, my son played a lot of baseball. I coached a lot of baseball, and it's on this third strike, you want to have your toes up.
This one into foul territory, but it falls too quickly for Slade to come over and make the play. So staying alive is Laney Deer, still a 2-2 count.
Want to put your toes up on that plate, choke up a little bit so that you can get that bat around quicker.
Yeah. Protect that strike zone. You got to expand a little bit on 2 strikes. So
right. You're not trying to crunch the ball.
That's right. And we talk about expanding, and Deer does not there. She watches strike 3 go by. We thought it was a little outside, but says it clips that corner, and a nice strikeout here for the second out of this inning.
Really nice job there by Heller.
Good frame by Reinwald, too, to bring that ball back in.
She set up in that same exact spot where she got the strike call earlier.
Yep.
And got the third pitch strike.
If it ain't broke, why fix it?
Exactly.
Brings up Shep now. Sorry, Jeff.
No, go for it.
Shep, this one's grounded back to Heller. She fields it and throws over in time, but the Oaks able to bring one around. They leave one stranded, a 1-0 ball game here after 2. We're going to step aside, hear from some of our ads. You're listening to Mackay, Jeff, and Dominic on Jeff's live streams.
Combines a great golf experience with the unmatched beauty of the Waupun landscape. Originally built in 1927, many of the holes on the front 9 play as they were initially designed. Our seamless integration of friendly service and gorgeous natural surroundings is what will bring you back over and over. Bridges at the Rock is the perfect way to end your round. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation. Better yet, swing out to the Bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you. Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock.
First pitch out of play. Just missed the shed. It's a good thing. It probably would have scared me with that little thunder clap there, so didn't want to be flinching.
Setting it before and the door slammed, and it made me jump when we were trying to set up that camera.
I didn't want to say anything that you were flinching like that.
It's all right. Dominic and I both did it the other day. A ball came and hit the stand up in Laconia, or over in Rosendale, I suppose. 0-2 now is the 9-hole hitter Molly Slade, as Shep continues her dominance on the mound so far.
0-2.
That one Slade just held back. She really wanted it.
Yes, she did.
Don't you love this location to be calling a game?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Right.
A nice setup here. It's a great day for baseball. The wind is blowing out, like you said, and or softball, I suppose we're at. Strike 3 looking, yeah.
That was a beautiful pitch there on the lower half of the zone. Absolutely stood her up in the batter's box. No way that bat was coming off the shoulder after she nearly expanded the time before. That's a
so
strikeout
Dominic,
here.
How do you find out how many strikeouts she's had so far? What do you push?
I usually go to this.
To the stats
here?
there? Yeah, okay.
Then
There's no way to just do a quick look up.
No, not really.
First pitch into Breonna Beagle.
There's got to be one there.
She's got 3 strikeouts so far, does Shep.
Okay, nice.
I know it does hitting and stats and stuff, doesn't it? Just not.
Maybe I could. Let's see if I can mess around with it real quick.
Try to figure that out. Beagle lays down the bunt, but the third baseman, Liebenau, plays in, throw over to first in time. A fantastic play from Alexis Liebenau. She comes up, protects the bunt, able to pick it up and throw it over to first, and a great throw that was, Jeff.
Yeah, she came in charging hard, being able to scoop it and fired. It was an actually perfect bunt. You couldn't have asked for a better bunt. But a better defensive play there by Liebenau to get the out.
That's right, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Bake steps in now. She takes a ball outside.
Oh, perfect. So you click on her name and it's there.
I was like, there's got to be a simpler way to do that.
I've done that with batting stats. I just didn't think to do it with pitching stats.
I was like, I know it does it for batting. There's got to be a way to do it for pitching. This one swung on by Madison Bake, hit over to the shortstop, Krista Sabo, throw over to first in time for the third out of this inning. A 6-3 and 1-2-3. The Marsh Ladies go down in order. The Oaks continue their dominance, and Lainey Shep continues her dominance on the mound. We're going to step aside here from some of our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few moments on Jeff's live streams.
Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Welcome back here to Village Park in Oakfield. Hey, before we have you take a look at some of those stats, I can kill a little bit of time as well. You need to put some stuff in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite player. And I don't care if you're a Marsh Ladies fan or if you are a Lady Oaks fan. You got to let us know. These girls are going to go back and watch this. We say this over and over, and people don't believe us. Talk to the ladies. They will tell you. We watch this. We want to know who's cheering for us. What do you got for Heller stats?
Yeah, as Heller steps back on the mound here in the top half or the bottom half of this third inning, she's through 2 right now. She's allowed a walk, but she does have 2 strikeouts on the day. Her whip's at a 1.5.
Wow.
So not necessarily a bad thing here if you're Heller to step back on the mound. It's only 1 run on. You can definitely make your way back here. As first pitch swinging does Ryan Vielbig. As she puts a single into center field, it's going to drop in the outfield grass.
Is that her second single?
It is. No, she had a walk last time.
Oh, a walk,
My bad.
yeah. Oh.
Second time on.
Fantastic.
Sabo was 1 for 1 with a single last time on.
And that, like you said, the whip is of a 1.5, but those girls manufactured that run.
Absolutely.
Oh, they got her.
Yes, they did. Didn't even get back to the base.
What a great play there. What a snap throw there by Reinwald, and great rotation by the second baseman to come back. So that's a non-conventional put out there. Trying to figure out here, where's the out for that?
I'm looking. I think if you click on the base runner and you click out, pick-off attempt, picked off, catcher to second baseman.
This one swung on here by Sabo, fielded cleanly, throw over, and 2 up, 2 down, 2 quick outs for the Marsh Ladies on defense here. Obviously, they went at 3 up, 3 down when they were at the plate to start this top half of the sitting, so it's nice to see their defense come back out and
so just
hopefully do the same.
Out.
Yep.
Picked off.
Oh, I didn't see the pickoff there. Okay.
And then catcher to second baseman.
Catcher to second baseman.
Georgia Hoffman steps in, and she hits one under the glove of Molly Slade over there at third. It trickles to the outfield for a 2-out single. Nice piece of hitting there from Hoffman, who's 1 for 2 on the day now.
So far, a lot of good contact here from these Lady Oaks. They just got to make sure they can stay on base and find some gaps out there. They got to run around first here. 2 outs, though, to Alexis Liebenau.
Good hit there by Georgia to get the single. Alexis Liebenau again with 2 outs. She's put in this situation a lot. And let's see if she can handle the extra pressure this time.
That one rides in on her, but nice stop by Reinwald behind the plate there to prevent the pass ball. You might have saw Hoffman decide to take off at first, but she stays there.
That's not Georgia's specialty. I'm going to say this in the kindest of ways. She is not the fastest girl on the team. And she'll admit that.
Well,
this time
there
she's
going to
go.
That one gets by Reinwald, and as we're talking about it, Georgia Hoffman, a stolen base, or she gets the second on that pass ball there. Not going to say it's an announcer's jinx because
no,
Jeff wouldn't say that. So.
Not at all. It doesn't exist. And if it does work in reverse, then how can it be a jinx?
That's a good point. Georgia Hoffman stands at second now. Liebenau steps back in, takes an outside strike call for number 1.
But I did compliment Georgia before, is that she has really thinned out quite a bit since even the beginning of the volleyball season. Basketball will do that to you, but even since basketball, she has continued, and she's looking good.
That one upstairs, it's 3-1 now.
Hitters count here for Liebenau.
Yeah. Usually catchers aren't the fastest behind the dish anyway. You've seen that through all levels.
Or the first baseman. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why did I think she was the catcher?
Whoa. That is a generous strike call there. That one was about 2 inches off the zone, but nonetheless, Heller gets a gift there and gets strike 2 number called. Now full count.
Let's see what Alexis can do now. Let's take advantage of this opportunity right here.
Swinging on this one, it's going to be popped into shallow center field. It drops. Hoffman comes around third all the way to the plate. The throw is offline.
Good job there by Georgia Hoffman, and Alexis Liebenau advances on the throw. Good piece of hitting by Alexis. Just take it where it was at.
Yeah, great piece of hitting like you talked about. A 2-out single brings Hoffman around to score, give her the RBI, and move her up to second on the throw.
Yeah, she said, you don't want to give me my walk. I'll punch one into the outfield and take an RBI and move myself up to second base here. Nice piece of hitting there from Liebenau to not let that strike call affect her and get a nice hit here for the Lady Oaks to drive another one across the plate.
Brings up. Go ahead.
The leading hitter, I was going to say, for the Lady Oaks, Meredith Steinke.
Didn't have a chance to get a hit in that first inning, or first at-bat when she was hit by pitch. Technically goes down as a plate appearance, but not an at-bat. She takes ball number 1 up way high.
She did come around and score for the first run of this game, though, for the Lady Oaks, so she looks to continue by driving another run around. Obviously, Liebenau standing at second.
She'd love to trade places with her the same way Alexis just did.
Got 1-1, sorry.
No.
That one hit to the shortstop, fielded cleanly by Bake. Throw over to first in time for the third out of this inning. A 6-3 putout, but the Lady Oaks able to bring another one across. It's a 2-0 ball game here after 3. We'll step aside here from our sponsors. Stick with us on Jeff's live streams.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today,
welcome back. First pitch into the pitcher, Aslan Heller, is a strike. Lainey Shep again pounding the strike zone. The first pitch strikes.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of strikes from her today. She's just all over that zone, and it's worked out very well so far. We'll see if she continues to do the same.
Got a couple of people who understand what they're supposed to do under the chat. I'm Amy Steinke, Meredith's mom and grandma, watching from up on the Pony Diamond. Her brother's playing. Thanks for being here. We love being here. Thank you. Lydia's older sister watching from Chilton. Go Oaks. Hannah, huge reason why we've got the Booster Club, and I forgot to put that ad in there. So thanks for letting me know that so I can activate that. And a strikeout swinging.
Yeah, Aislinn Heller comes in, and she's swinging at a lot of those pitches. Like you said, Shep's just pounding that zone, and she's got no choice but to swing. She misses a couple, goes down swinging for the first out of this inning. Brings up the cleanup man now, Syrie Reinwald, the catcher. She hits that one over to third base under the glove of Liebenau, but picked up by Sabel. Throw over to first, not in time. Legged it out, an infield single for Reinwald.
I didn't get a chance to see it here. I've switched myself out of it. I'm assuming Lexus had to really go to the left hard.
She did. She had to go to the left hard. It was
infield
under her glove,
single,
but definitely an infield single on that one. Brings up Lily Fassbender now with one away and one on for her. This one fired inside for a strike.
Again, she's just pounding that strike zone on first ball strikes. First pitch strikes. 2-0 here for the Lady Oaks.
0-1. This pounded out to right field. Fassbender able to get to first. Rounding second is Reinwald, and she makes it all the way to third. Nice piece of hitting there, a 1-out single from Fastbrender. Puts runners on the corners now.
Once again, take the pitch where it was at. Laney put it to the outside.
Brings up Emily Bonkoski now with runners on the corners. Only 1 out here in the top of the 4th. The Marsh ladies looking to get something to going and answer back after being down 2-0. Triangulate on the bunt is Bonkoski. A nice one picked up from Liebenau. Throw down the first base line in time. But the runner coming around to score from third. And there comes the other one on a pass ball. 2 come in now. A nice bunt by Bonkoski. She's thrown out at first, but the other 2 runners able to make it around on a couple of throwing errors. And that ties the game at 2. The throw in time over to first was perfect over there, but Georgia Hoffman just couldn't get that one back to the catcher in time. That's Lydia Fleury. Got away from her, bounced out down that third base line. Both runners able to come through.
Tie game now.
Yeah.
Got ourselves a ball game here in Oakfield. Just about to talk about Shep's dominance on the mound. Through 14 batters, she has 11 of them that she's delivered the first pitch strike to, and there's another on number 15.
Yeah, and there's not much, and again, she did a good job of bouncing back here. I mean, there's not much she can do about those 2 runs that were just scored.
Yeah.
Good pieces of hitting by the 2 Marsh ladies, and then a great execution on the bunt.
Yeah, you hear their dugout coming alive now. That one an outside strike to Rivera, number 13. She's quickly down 0-2.
This is one of the favorite things to me about softball. I love the benches. You don't have it in boys baseball.
Oh,
They're not up there
not.
cheering and thanks for reminding me. I forgot that I've even got that dugout camera in there. I haven't flipped to that. We'll catch that dugout camera in between innings. I should remember to do that all the time.
Yeah, the Marsh ladies up on their feet over in that dugout there. You hear them cheering after a 2-run inning, and they're looking to add some more. That one missed low and away to Rivera. It evens it at 2-2 now.
With our center field camera, you get to shoot right into the Horicon dugout there, so you can see them standing up by the fence.
Yep. Then obviously we have the other one in the Oaks dugout. It's perfect. You get to see both of them. This one swung on, roped out to center field. It's going to get down for a 2-out single. Great piece of hitting from Rivera. Keeps this team alive.
Just over Salvo's head there at short to
And now that brings up the 8-hole hitter, Haley Nemeth, to keep this scoring going, hopefully, for the Marsh ladies. 2 in already this inning. After the single from Rivera, she stands over at first. Nemeth steps in. Shep fires, swung on, fouled off down the first base line, but chopping out of play. Hoffman came off the bag to try to make a play on it, but over that fence over there. Again, make sure to leave something in that YouTube comment section. We love hearing from you. Our job is to call the game for you, and you guys, you have the job of leaving something in that section. We love hearing from you, and the girls who watch it back obviously love hearing from their family cheering. Short chopper fielded cleanly by Shep. Throw over to first in time. A nice way to get out of that inning on a 1-3 putout, but the damage done. The Marsh ladies bring in 2, tying it up at 2-2. We've got a nice ball game here. We're heading to the home half of the 4th, where we'll see the Oaks come back up and try to get their lead back. Stick with us on Jeff's live streams. We'll be back.
Driven to be better in order to build better.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service, serving central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today, 920-346-TIRE.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. Home half of the 4th inning, where Olivia Vielbig steps in to hopefully get the Ladies Oaks lead back. She'll look to get something going. First one from Mason Heller thrown in there, but chopped over to the third baseman, Molly Slade, throw over to first, not being able to pick up. It's in the dirt and legging it out. I believe that's on the throw, right? I didn't really see
Yeah,
it.
that's an error on the third baseman.
We'll give it an E6, an error on Molly Slade. Lets Vielbig get into first over there.
Bit of a different defensive lineup here. They got Slade really playing in on this Oakfield team, trying to leg out any kind of infield singles, take that away, but Slade able to get to it quickly, but error on the throw allows Hoffman, or who is that over there? Vielbig, safe at first.
Brings up the catcher, Lydia Fleury now. She tries to square the bunt, but it's high, so she pulls back in time for ball number 1. Vielbig standing at first off of the error. Nobody away here in the bottom of the 4th, and it's a tie ball game, 2-2. 2-2, I should say.
Fleury has an RBI today off that sac fly last time up, looking to get a hit here as she bunts one down into foul territory. 1-1 now.
Dominic and I, we've talked about this a lot this season when we've been calling together. We love seeing the small ball from all of these teams. We're big bunting fans. We like the stolen bases. It's kind of how the Brewers have been playing as of late with Pat Murphy, and we love watching them play that way, and obviously these high school teams play the same way.
And you get to see a lot more of it in softball than you do in baseball.
The 1-1, that one missed outside. We're going to get a snap throw down to first, but sliding back in time is Vielbig.
This time they're aware of that second baseman sneaking in behind to try and get the tag out.
Lydia Fleury steps back in. 2 balls, 1 strike on her. Heller comes home laying down the bunt, but she missed it. I believe that was right under her bat. It's going to bring it even at 2-2 now.
Again, Lydia's got to get really low on that bunt to make sure that she can skid at eye level with that big frame.
Something you talked about, her being a little taller, so the strike zone expands, and especially when you're laying a bunt, you really got to get down there. That one missed inside and low, and that brings it full now to Fleury.
Let's double check that chat here real quick. We'll also check and see what's going on in that dugout. Gabriel Deere, Laney's dad, watching from Michigan. Darn work forcing me to miss in person. Yep, well, we got you covered.
Speaking of Lydia, she fouls that one down the third base line. Staying alive, we'll see a full count pitch again.
Laney Deere up next, so make sure you stick on for Laney's at bat here. Fleury's able to get on. No out, so should see Deere coming up, third batter of the inning.
Definitely.
We'll see the full count pitch again. That one missed upstairs. A great at-bat there from Fleury brings her to first on a walk.
Good piece of hitting up there by Lydia Fleury. Do they leave her in to run? I don't think so. They typically have not. So coming into courtesy will be number 6.
Kylie Markle?
Kylie Markle, number
Kylie Markle.
6.
Thank you.
Marco coming in to run.
So that brings up the 9-hole hitter now, Laney Deere, with runners on first and second. Nobody out here. The Oaks are really threatening. We saw this last time, too.
Great speed on the bases. Great speed up at the plate. Let's see, Gabriel, see what she can do for you right here.
First one to her. She tries laying down the bunt, but pulls back smartly to take the ball outside.
Way outside. Got a chance to see the rotation that's going to come here. If Olivia can get a great secondary lead, she really is racing the shortstop to third base.
She gets that secondary, but that one clips the outside part of that zone. I thought that was outside from where we're at.
I thought it was like a foot too tall.
I thought it was outside and high.
Oh. Nonetheless, it's going to get a strike call, and even at 1-1. Trying to lay down the bunt is Deere. She doesn't pull back in time, though, so mark it down as another strike. She's down 1-2 now.
Let's see if she chokes up a little bit this time and get those toes up on the plate, protect up there, see if she can punch one through.
Still got runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Heller checks her wristband. She comes set on the mound, does a rock, fires home, and that one check swing, but I think she went around. Swinging strikeout for Laney Deere for the first out of this inning.
Tough one to lay off of. That was a great change of pace. Wasn't sure if it was a drop ball or not, but it definitely looked like when it was coming in there, that it was coming in there as a strike at the knees.
Brings up the pitcher now, Laney Shep, looking to help out her own cause. Runners on first and second, one out here. That one in the dirt gets by Reinwald, and runners are going to advance. So both of them move up into scoring position now. It really helps out Shep. She can just muscle one out to that outfield and hopefully score 2.
The wind's starting to pick up out here, kind of move directions as we have some storms rolling in.
No, not yet. We don't. Don't jinx us.
Don't say that,
Oh,
Tom.
wait. I
There's
don't
no
believe in
answers,
that.
jinx. There's no jinx.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Jeff? Don't jinx us.
There's no such thing.
Right, exactly.
That one rides in on Shep, and again by Reinwald. The runners are going to stay where they're at, though. Good decision as she pounces on that one quickly.
Olivia didn't quite get the secondary lead that she wanted, jumping off of that base. And she should be okay because there's no way that shortstop's sneaking back in fast enough. The third baseman is up tight.
Shep steps back in, 2 balls, no strikes. She swings on this one and is muscled out to the outfield. One around third to score.
Booted.
The other's coming around, and a little bit of an error out there in center field. She's going to come all the way around to third. Nice piece of hitting there from Shep to find the outfield. It drives around 2 more runs, and she's all the way to third base.
What a great piece of hitting right there.
Give that
Definitely a
single.
double.
Double?
I was going to say a double.
Double,
Got to
okay.
third on the throw.
Double there from Lainey Shep. She advances to third on the error out there, not getting it in time, and 2 more come around to score. It's now a 4-2 ball game here in Oakfield.
That's going to bring up Ryan Vielbing. Guessing sister just came around to score. Olivia's sister, I'm assuming. Okay.
This one again by Reinwald, but I actually think it was a foul ball off of Vielbig's bat there. She tried to lay down the bunt.
It was.
Sorry about that. Back to the main screen here. I'm just messing with this electronic scoring. I like it because it gives us automatic stuff right up front.
Takes a little getting used to.
But, yep, touching in the right spot.
Yep. That one low and in the dirt for ball number 1 on Vielbig here. 1-1 count to her, and obviously she has Shep at third.
Heller about to throw pitch number 70.
Okay.
Already through 3 1/3.
We'll see pitch 70 as she comes home. That one outside for ball number 2.
How's Ryan done so far on the day?
She is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single, so being able to.
Oh, that's right. It says it right there.
Yeah,
Hey.
she's 2 chances today, was able to get on base both times. Last time able to punch it into the outfield grass for a single as she takes ball number 3.
Something we've seen this inning a lot, I think, is Aislinn Heller on the bump. She's throwing a lot more pitches outside, and some of them have gotten by Reinwald, obviously leading to some scorers or some runners coming around to score. We'll see if she can try to dial it back in and find that zone.
I think the first time we've seen their disconnect between pitcher and catcher as Vielbig takes ball 4 for her walk.
I expect to see her taking off, and if I'm coaching, she's going on the very first pitch because if nothing else, you look for the delayed steal. Just take a little bit of pace off of your speed, see if they're going to throw it, and get your runner over at third in Shep to score.
We'll see Krista Sabel steps in now with runners on the corners, and there she goes. She's taken off to second, and we're not even going to see a throw. She kind of just pranced down that line between first and second.
Exactly what you were talking about, Jeff, trying to bait that throw to second base, seeing if they could get a run across the board, but
no bite.
The Marsh ladies do not fall for it. She'll take her stolen base easy.
And it doesn't matter as Sabel muscles another one out to center field. Shep coming around third, and ooh, it looks like we're going to have an injury rounding third.
Oh, no.
That is not good. Ryan Vielberg came around third and tried to stop on a dime, looking like something in her lower Achilles there, and she's down on the ground.
Sprained her ankle or rolled it or something as she was trying to stop. We're going to step aside and we'll be back.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options: appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back here to Village Park in Oakfield. Yeah, she's going to be considered to be tagged out.
Yeah. It's Ryan Vielberg, who she was
Vielbig.
rounding. Vielbig.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times. Just
I know.
keep correcting me,
We
Jeff.
will.
Vielbig. She was rounding third, and she rounded hard. She thought, but she had to try to stop on a dime, and takes wear and tear. She was able to get up and with a little help get off the field. Hopefully, we'll see her ice it now.
Hopefully. I hope that she'll be okay.
Anyway, we see Georgia Hoffman step in now.
Fouls that one back for a strike. Let's see what's going on in the dugout to see if Ryan is up against the wall there. I think they've got some ice on her.
Anyway, now 2 away here in the bottom half of this 4th inning. Sabel still at first as Hoffman steps in. That one swung on and through the gap and between that shortstop and third baseman. Sabel stops at second, and another single here for this Lady Oaks team.
Great piece of hitting again by Georgia. Take the pitch where it was. Low, inside, towards the hips, and gets a nice base hit.
Yeah, back-to-back singles now in just as many innings for Georgia Hoffman. She continues with 2 and 3 on the day. She came around and scored last inning. We'll see if they can push her around again as Alexis Liebenau steps in.
She's 1 for 2 on the day with another single for this Lady Oaks team. Talk about, they got 8 hits today, 7 of them being a single.
Great breaking ball there from Heller to finds the top of the zone for strike 1.
Alexis having to come up again with 2 outs.
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
This is all 3 of the 4 innings that she's had to come up here with 2 outs. She did a great job executing the last time.
See if she can do the same, especially with 2 on. That one off the end of her bat into foul territory.
She's quickly down 0-2 here. She's got to protect.
You can see she actually slid those hands up a bit, choke up a little bit, gets those toes. There's your senior leadership, getting up to as close to the plate as you can. 0-2 with 2 outs.
Liebenau steps back in. Heller comes set, does the rock, fires home. That one in the dirt. Stopped by Reinwald, though. She smothers it and keeps the runners where they're at.
You saw on the screen Krista Sabel looking and thinking maybe.
"5-2 ball game. That one rides inside. Ball number 2, and that's even now.
Deuces are wild up on that scoreboard. Like that hand in poker. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The guest has 2.
I was going to say 2 in, but 3 in this inning, so not so. Can't get another 2 on that one.
That would have been nice, huh?
It would have been.
2 on base.
This one swung on and again popped into foul territory. It clinks off the fence, so out of play, we'll call it.
Good job there by Alexis. That was too close to let it go, so she takes the cut at it.
So we talked about you got to expand a little bit and protect on 2 outs. That's exactly what she does there. Stays alive. That one upstairs, a great eye from Alexis Liebenau. Keeps this count going.
Started out 0-2. It's now full. Great way to work this count here for Liebenau as she's put into this position here where she's got 2 outs again at the plate.
See what she can do on the full count. Takes that one up and away for ball number 4. A great eye there from Alexis Liebenau.
What a great at-bat. Unbelievable for her. Down 0-2, just like you said, and was able to foul off a couple of balls and stay with it and earns the walk.
Brings up Meredith Steinke now,
the team's leader in batting average. She's 0 for 1 on the day, but has been able to get a run as we talked about last time with the hit by pitch.
She'll take one now with the bases juiced for her. 2 away in the top or the bottom half of the 4th. She's first pitch swinging, missed on that one.
A single scores 2, I would think. I think Georgia
yes.
could still get in. Boy, look at this right side of the field here.
Yeah.
The right fielder is shallow, and the right side of the line is wide open.
That one upstairs brings it even at 1-1. The only batter who hasn't batted yet is Meredith Steinke, so she steps in. They've bat around now, or this is the 9th batter of this inning for the Oaks. That one upstairs for ball 2, same position. It's a nice pitch from Heller, just Steinke knows what she's looking for, and that's not it.
Maybe it was Hoffman at the plate. That's probably a strike with her bigger zone. But Meredith able to take that for balls consecutively.
2-1. That one in the dirt before it even got to home plate. Good stop from Reinwald, but
great stop from Reinwald there. maybe saves a run.
It does save one because that ball was coming so slow and it would have rolled to the fence, and there's a little bit of probably to the jut over here, which would have allowed Krista Sabo sitting over at third base with good speed to score.
3-run. Steinke swings on this one, lifts it out to center field, and it's going to blop in there. One comes around and scores. Another comes around. Play at the plate, and she's in there safely.
Georgia with a big smile on her face. Knows she should have slid, but she jumped the glove instead. What a great job.
I would say single on that one.
Single advance on the throw, yep.
Yeah, nice single there from Meredith Steinke. She's able to blop one in there between center field and the infield. Two come around and score. Reinwald had to play at the plate. She thought she had the tag. She showed the ump the ball, but nice jump there, and it was safe for 2 more runs to come around and score.
Brings up Olivia Vielbig. Great job here by the Lady Oaks. Cue balls that one. Good job there by the second baseman to get him out of the inning, but not before the damage was done here by the Lady Oaks. How many hits they got? I know that they scored 5 runs,
Scored
right?
5 that inning. Let's see if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 5 hits.
5 runs on 5 hits. That's efficient.
Yeah, no kidding.
And only 2 left on, right? Yeah, and Liebenau and Steinke.
Yep.
After
hits,
4 innings complete, your score 7-2 here from Oakfield Village Park. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live stream.
Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Welcome back here to Village Park. First pitch in there to Molly Slade is a strike. Wow, Lexus Liebenau flashing the leather over there at third before I could even flip the lever for the out.
Great game here from Liebenau today.
Doing her job at third base.
Doing her job at the plate, doing her job at third base. All around great addition here for the Oaks here today in this ball game, as they're up now 5 runs in the top half of the 5th inning.
Up to bat now is number 12, Breonna Beekle.
Shep now just about to hit her 50th pitch of the day.
That is one of the rare times that she's thrown a ball first pitch.
That one off the end of the bat, fisted over into the left field there as Brianna Beekle has a single.
Good piece of hitting right there. Again, a little bit late. I was on the flip of the leather there as that came right down the line for the single. Brings up number 3, Madison Bake. Outside for a ball. That's the second time now in this inning that first pitch hasn't been a strike. Thanks again for joining us here on the broadcast. If you're a Marsh Ladies fan, let us know. We'd love to hear from you in that chat as well. Oh, that's hard hit. But right at Hayden Colleen, who's come in now for Ryan Vielbig, who rolled her ankle coming around third.
Great tracking there from Hayden out there. Her first ball that she gets to see out there in center field. She makes a good track, able to get under it right away and record the second out of this inning.
So that brings up the pitcher now, Eastlyn Heller, who's got a runner at first, but 2 outs. She tries to lay down the bunt, doesn't, pulls back in time, throw down to second, is not in time. A stolen base for Brianna Beekle.
Good hustle there by Beekle.
Does move her into scoring position here for Heller. They're going to need some runs, being in a 5-run deficit here in the top of the 5th. We'll see if Heller can provide. She steps back in to see the 1-0. That one fired down there for a strike. Beekle trying to steal third, and she does. 2 stolen bases, brings her all the way around to third.
That is kind of unusual that she was able to get away with another. I mean, she had a great jump there, so I'm just not sure if...
I think it was a bit of a bobble by Lydia behind the dish. Just wasn't prepared for another stolen base right after the first one. Not able to throw it over in time.
So 1-1 now to Heller as she steps back in with a runner on third, 2 away here, top of 5. That one's swinging and roped out to left field. The run is going to come around and score a 2-out RBI single for Aislinn Heller.
Smart.
Way to get a run back there to help her day on the pitching mound. Has allowed 7, but now puts one in to hopefully help out this Marsh Ladies team to make a comeback here in the top half of the 5th.
And that is fantastic base running there from Brianna Beekle, because she's just able to make a round all the way to third, and without being there, she's not able to score on that single. So she brings a run across herself.
Great job of manufacturing that run on the base hit, and then 2 straight pitches to steal.
Ball.
This one a big swing and a miss. We're going to get a throw down to second. Another stolen base this inning. That one's Heller moving all the way up her, not 90 feet in softball. What is it?
60.
60 feet. So
Should
that
be 1-1,
doesn't sound right.
Nice job on the stolen base. Once again, trying to manufacture a run.
Yeah, moving into scoring position now for Reinwald, who looks to keep this 2-out rally going. The 1-1 pitch missed outside for ball number 2. A lot of movement over there from Heller.
The Marsh Ladies would love to create another run on the base paths, as they still have 2 outs, so the next out would retire this inning and lose their chances here.
This one swung on and right back at us, hits the fence. That brings it even at 2 balls, 2 strikes now for Reinwald. Deuce is wild again, 2-2-2 out there.
See if they can end it right here, the defense for the Lady Oaks.
Reinwald steps back in, an even 2-2 count. Shep comes set, fires home, swung on, popped out to the shortstop. Krista Sabel, no problem, able to put a glove on it, catch that ball for out number 3. A P6 to end this one, but the Marsh Ladies not going down quietly. They put another one. It's a 7-3 ball game here. We're headed to the bottom half of this 5th inning. We'll be back after we hear from our sponsors. Stick with us on Jeff's live streams.
Ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Welcome back here to Village Park. 7-3 is your score here in the bottom of the 5th. Lady Oaks with the lead. Again, thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Mackay and Dominic Ackerman, the brothers, doing a fantastic job here. And it is Dominic's birthday. He's inviting everybody over to his mom's house for chicken parm. He keeps telling us that my stomach is growling.
It's going to be great.
I'm sure Amy doesn't mind that.
No, she's fine with it.
I think she'll be okay with it. She's out there taking pictures somewhere, so she'll find out once we all get back.
She's out here today?
Yeah, she's out here. She stopped by when you were on your way back.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
helping
that.
Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin, thanks for that one. Nearly got me pulled over.
Ball 1 is the pitch there by Heller.
Yeah, stepping in now is Lydia Fleury, like you said. Ball 1 to her.
Nice pick there from
Reinwald.
Reinwald. I know there's nobody on base. Doesn't mean it wasn't a good play.
Lydia's 0 for 0.
I was just about to say that. She's 0 for 0 on the day. She had a sac fly back in the second, and she walked back in the fourth, able to come around and score for one of this team's 7 runs. She takes an outside strike for the first one of this at-bat.
Sandy Whip asking if Hope Ryan is okay. I do too. I mean, she is a fantastic young woman that we've had a chance to interview and get a chance to know. And I definitely hope that it's just a slight sprain.
Hopefully
she's sitting over in the corner of the dugout. You can see her over there with her water bottle in the corner, and she's got an ice bag on that ankle.
Hitters count here to Lydia Fleury. Heller comes, step, fires this one right back to her. Fields it in time. Throw over to first is perfect, and a 1-3 put out to get this one going.
Great job there by Heller on the reaction.
Brings up number 5 now, Lainey Deer, the 9-hole hitter. She's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today, looking to get something going and hopefully get in that hit column. That one, a nice pitch, clips the outside corner for strike 1.
It seemed like Heller took a little bit off of that there, so.
A little bit off to find the zone. The 0-1, that one in the dirt right before home plate again. Nothing necessarily hurt with those with nobody on, but they can get real dangerous when there's runners around those base paths.
Nice free practice.
Yeah. The 1-1, that one missed outside to Deer. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Bottom of the 5th inning here, a 7-3 ball game. The Oaks have a 4-run lead, and they're looking to extend that here. Nobody on, 1 out here. 2-1 pitch, that one way upstairs. Looks like it got caught in her hand a little too long.
Trying to throw a little bit of a rise ball, and it just rose a little bit too fast.
Deer being very patient here in the box, has not swung on any of them yet.
It's another hitter's count here. Deer steps back in. That one upstairs for ball number 4. A 5-pitch walk, and Lainey Deer's on base for the first time today.
Here comes the pitcher herself, Lainey Shep, coming up. She's 1 for 3 on the day. 2 plate appearances early in the game, got 2 ground outs, but last time up she was able to knock in a double for 2-run RBI, I believe, last time up for Shep.
She also came around and scored on that.
Responsible for 3 runs last time she was up, I suppose.
Yeah. That one, another ball here from Heller, and she's got to find the strike zone. We saw a hitter's count to Fleury, who Heller was able to get out of it with a comebacker right to her, and then obviously the walk last time. See if she can find the zone against Shep. This one right back to her, through her glove, and out to the outfield, station to station, a 1-out single for Lainey Shep.
What a good hard hit right up the middle, right off of the glove of Heller.
Once again, the Oaks have runners on those base paths, first and second. Only 1 out here for the 2-hole hitter. Oh,
Kylie Marco.
I was going to say it's not Ryan Vielbig anymore.
Marco comes in.
Yeah, for some reason the iPad only takes it when it's a defensive substitution, then makes you change it again when the batter comes up. I'm sure there's a way to work around that, but.
So how do I fix? I want to make sure I didn't take the way I did it, so I did something wrong.
Yep, you should be good then. Just press 6 now. It makes you change the defensive and the
1-1 here.
So just press save and it should be good then.
Okay.
Kylie Marco. Heller comes set. That one outside. Marco looking like she was going to lay down the bunt, but pulls back in time to take the ball. It's even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. She's got base runners at first and second, only 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th.
Another left-handed hitter.
Steps back in, lays down the bunt, the third baseman. Slade comes in, throw over to first. Nice pick over there by Nemeth. The runners do advance, so give her a sack bunt. Sack bunt from Kylie Marco brings the runners up to second and third, 2 in scoring position for the 3-hole hitter Krista Sabel, who singled her last time at bat.
Who touched it on the sack bunt?
The third baseman.
Yeah, Molly Slade came up, picked it up, and threw it over to first.
Thank you.
No problem. The righty Krista Sabel steps in, takes a ball outside for the first pitch she sees this at-bat.
2 for 3 is Sabel.
Yeah. She's had a very nice day, and she's looking to continue it here. Another hit would probably score 2. We'll see what she can do, a 1-0 count. that one inside for ball number 2.
Got to start looking at people that we want to have conversations with at the end of the game.
Hopefully the announcer's jinx isn't real.
It's not real.
According
And
to Jeff,
even if it was.
This one right back to Heller. She's able to make another play on it, but she spikes it into the dirt. And both runners are going to come around and score. The ball trickles out of play, but should be technically all the way getting to second there is Sabel, and both of those runners are going to come around and score on the air. It was fielded perfectly from Heller. That second one she saw that inning, but just spiked it right in front of the first baseman.
Yeah, that's going to be an E1. Able to move up on second on the out-of-play ball. Able to score 2 runs in the process, does Krista Sabel.
Yeah, 2 more in now for the Oaks, and once again a 6-run lead. This one, first pitch swinging is Georgia Hoffman. Through a gap, Sabel's going to round third, but decide to stay there on a nice throw from Beekle out in the outfield.
The Lady Oaks here get some extra swings. Now that error came across, they're going to get some extra runs, extra swings. Single there from Hoffman after the inning was probably over.
So they're on the corners now for the 5-hole hitter Alexis Liebenow.
Again, 2 outs to Liebenow.
Yeah, that's her
unbelievable
4th time
Story of the
today,
game.
Jeff.
I know. Can you believe it?
I can't.
And yet with all that, she's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk.
Yeah, she's done just okay, and she's got another chance to do good here with runners on the corners. A 9-3 ball game here in the home half of the 5th. Pitch. Georgia Hoffman taking off from first. Nice throw in time, but they're going to try the double steal, executed perfectly. Hoffman took off. They didn't have her there, so the throw comes back to home, but too quick on the base pass is Krista Sabel. Fantastic double steal, brings in another run, and it's a 7-run lead now for the Lady Oaks. Just executed to perfection.
Absolutely.
Liebenow steps back in, a 1-1 count to her. Hoffman standing at second. She's still looking to drive in a run with the runner in scoring position. That one swung on and skied out to the shallow infield. The shortstop, Madison Bake, over and able to make the catch on that one. The 3rd out of this inning is a P6, but an error there, a couple of hits, some runners come around. It's now a 10-3 ball game here heading into the top of the 6th. These Marsh ladies got to get going if they want to have a chance in this one. We're going to step aside here from some of our sponsors. You're listening to Jeff, Mackay, and Dominic on Jeff's live streams.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk.
Born from a single retail project.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. We're in the top half of the 6th inning. It's a 10-3 ball game, and the Marsh ladies got to get something going here if they want to have a chance in this one. They're down 7. First up for them is the 5-hole hitter Lily Fassbender. Lainey Shep still on the bump for this Oaks team. She's had a pretty fantastic day so far. First pitch that Fassbender sees is a ball upstairs.
Yeah, Lainey Shep through 5 innings of work has 4 Ks, only 6 hits allowed. I mean, not perfect, but she's been good on the base path defensively as this one's hit over to the shortstop, able to make a play. Great pick there by Krista Sabel to throw it over to first baseman Georgia Hoffman for a 6-3 putout to get this inning started.
Yeah, nice play from Sabel. She's able to get in front of it, knock it down, put it in her glove, and obviously a great throw over to Hoffman. 6-3, like you said, gets the out here. And that brings up the 6-hole hitter now, Emily Bonkoski. First pitch swinging, and it's skied into shallow left field. The left fielder, Olivia Vielbig, comes in and able to make the catch, a P7.
Good communication out there. Shortstop was ranging back. Sabel looking to get 2 outs in a row, but Vielbig calls her off. Good decision as she's coming in on that ball. A lot easier for her to grab that.
And it's great to see the communication between the sophomore and the senior. They had a couple of mistakes early in the season with that not being able to communicate.
Yeah, you think as we get later into the season here and they get some more practice in together, they get some more opportunities to play together, you'd like to see the communication grow, and I think that's a prime example of that.
It's exactly what Coach Schaefer wanted to see. Again, the wins and losses, yes, you want to win the conference. You don't want to break the streak that you have here as far as wins in the Trailways, right? But you would prefer to have them working perfectly by playoff time.
Yep. That's the exact goal. You want them hot going into the playoffs and knowing exactly what they need to do.
Although you like a good regular season, the playoffs is what matters.
That's right.
That one in the dirt here to Rivera, who's down 1-2 now. We'll see if Shep can come back and find that strike zone. It was a good waste from her after getting 2 quick strikes. She gets her sign. She comes set, fires home, and a nice strike that catches the outside corner. Looking K, Rivera goes down, looking, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. The Marsh Ladies go down in order. We're going to take a quick break, come back in the bottom half of this 6th inning where the Oaks look to put it away. Stick with us here on Jeff's live streams.
DS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream. Home half of the 6th inning. Is it 10 after 5 in softball as well?
It
or
is.
How do those go? Okay.
It is 10 after 5.
So 10 after 5. Now that we're in the 6th inning, the Oaks need 3 more to put this one away in Oakfield. It's been a quick game so far. Obviously, like we said, bottom half of the 6th. It's only 6:16, so about an hour and 15 minutes this game's been going on.
This is one of those things that I also love about
Dominic's iPad is official, an hour and 22. A hard hit ground ball. Madison Bake over at short, able to pick it up, throw it over to first. 6-3 gets this one going. That's Meredith Steinke who goes down there.
That was a great backhanded pick by the shortstop.
It was. Saved a hit there.
So now up for this Lady Oaks team is Olivia Vielbig.
Wow.
Jeez, I don't know what it is.
You caught yourself that time.
Yeah, I know. It's just I didn't catch myself in time.
As she takes strike 1. She's 1 for 3 on the day, but has reached base twice.
Isn't it amazing how the brain functions once you hear something you think it should be that way?
This one right back to Heller, and a great play from her. She's flashing the leather out there, able to put the glove up and make the catch. An L1 for the second out of this inning.
Good reaction time, as we're going to get a pinch hitter, I believe, here.
Looks like we are. I can't see the number on that.
Number 10?
Number 9, I thought.
Oh, number 9. There it is.
Kennedy Volbright.
Okay, so let's see if I can figure this out. It's going to be number 9, Kennedy Volbright coming in.
So Kennedy's just going to step in to bat here. Lydia's still going to keep on the catcher's mitt and re-enter in the top half of this 6th or 7th inning if we get there.
Yep.
But for now, Volbright will step in and get her licks at the dish.
Trying to go through and see what they've got as far as a scouting report here. Again, this Horicon program is a very storied program when it comes to softball across the state.
This one popped up into foul territory. Third baseman Molly Slade able to come over and make the play for the 3rd out of this inning. A quick one at that, and that's what the Marsh Ladies needed. 1-2-3. The Oaks go down in order, and they're down to their last 3 outs. We'll be back in the top half of the 7th, where we'll see if they can climb from this 7-run deficit. Stick with us on Jeff's live streams. We'll be back.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. We're in the top half of the 7th where the Marsh ladies are down to their final 3 outs. Stepping in for them now is Haley Nemeth looking to get them going.
Shit.
And that one popped out to the outfield, a leadoff single. That's number 8 out
Testing.
there. That's what I have, Haley
Testing.
Nemeth. Good,
Testing.
okay, we're good. So Haley Nemeth, first pitch swinging, and she's able to muscle that one out to the outfield. A leadoff single and a little life here for the Marsh ladies.
Yeah, they need 7, so any way they can get on is a great sign here if you're the Horicon Marsh ladies. As Molly Slade comes in, she made the final out of that bottom of the 6th inning. Let's see if she can deliver on a hit here. Puts
First
one in
pitch,
the air.
yeah.
It's going to be a foul out of territory, though, out of play.
As I was talking about before, this Marsh Ladies program is also a very proud program, a very deep tradition in state qualifications. You've always had in this area, it's been Oakfield and Horicon who were dominating in Divisions 5 and Divisions 4. They will tell you that they're on a rebuild year, but as a rebuild year, look at where they're still sitting right here. And Oakfield said the same thing, but again, it's not necessarily a rebuild. It's playing differently than they played in the past.
It's retooling.
Yes.
This one swung on and skied out to left field, but the left fielder, Olivia Vielbig, able to get under that one. An F7 takes care of the 9-hole hitter for the first out of this inning. And now we're at the top of this lineup. That's exactly where they want to be to hopefully keep them alive with only 2 outs left to play with. Brianna Beekle steps in with a runner on first. 1 out here, top of 7. First pitch from Shep. Nice breaking ball. It just fell a little bit under that zone.
The Horicon dugout cheering her on as they're down to 2 outs here. They do have the top of the order, so never say never for this Marsh Ladies team. Shep comes home with the pitch. It's going to be a ball just high.
Just upstairs. Fleury thought about a snap throw down to first because Nemeth is kind of dancing around that bag over there, but both of them stay put.
Shallow outfield here.
And Nemeth took off there, but it's fouled away. She'll have to return to first base.
Beekle, I believe, almost every time has been kind of slap hitting everything to the left-hand side.
Yep.
Yeah, very shallow outfield, Dominic.
I think they're going to go with a pinch runner over here, yes, because you can see, I'm assuming, because you can see the knee braces on Nemeth, who was over there. So coming in to run
is number 23, Aubrey Eberhardt. Coming in a pinch run there.
See if she can get it going here. 2-1 count to Beekle. Obviously, the runner still on first. 1 away here, top of 7. It's a 10-3 ball game. Horicon needs some base runners, and they need them now. 2-1, Beekle steps back in. Shep comes set, fires, swung on, and chopped out to Sablu. Picks it up, throw over to first. She get her? I didn't see a call there.
Just beat her.
Okay, I couldn't see a call, but just beat her down that line. It was a nice throw from Sablu,
She was moving quick.
Beekle was really running down. Nonetheless, a 6-3 putout for the second out of this one, and Horicon's down to their final out.
Once again, that slap hitter, right? So I'm going to let you take charge of my switcher here. I'll leave it on the wide open just so, and then add sponsors live. Right in there for a strike. And I'm going to turn off this headset and turn on this
Jeff getting ready to do these post-game interviews as Horicon's down to their final out, down 7. Madison Bake steps in, swings on this one. Hit over to Krista Sobel, picked up, throw over to first in time. Another 6-3 putout ends this one. It's a 10-3 victory, a dominating victory for these Oakfield Oaks over the Horicon Marsh ladies. We're going to step aside, run a couple ads, and we'll be back with the post-game interview where Jeff goes out there and interviews your favorite players along with the head coach for this Oaks team.
7, 8, 10, 12.
We'll be back.
Yep.
Boygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor golf season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. Let me click it to the post game here if I can find it. There it is. Jeff's out there waiting with some of these Oakfield players. He's going to hit you with the post game interview. Let's take it to Jeff.
Thank you, Mackay. Joining me now is number 12, Georgia Hoffman. Georgia, talk to me about your approach at the plate today. You had a great approach. Again, I talked to you before, just a little bit before we came to this. You've been hitting pretty well, but talk to me about your approach today.
I kind of just go for base hits, obviously. Like, I don't really try to hit the ball hard, just hit for contact. And, softball is my number one sport. So, I'm kind of just here to have fun and lift my team up and bring the energy.
And you've always been a person who brings a lot of energy. I saw that one time when you crossed the plate and you jumped over the glove, that big smile. But just talk to me about your mindset right there.
I probably should have, slid. I don't know. I kind of just freaked out and jumped over her. I don't know.
You can hold that. I think that if you would have slid, though, I think that you would have been out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of go with the flow.
Talk to me about the rest of how your players are out here playing today. This is a big game here against Horicon, who's a traditional powerhouse in softball as well. You guys have moved up to the same division with them, and now you're still staying undefeated in the Trailways. Talk about that.
We obviously have a young team, a lot of sophomores, so kind of just coaching them and bringing the energy for them and making them confident because they're just as part of the team as we are. So obviously as seniors, we kind of just try to bring the energy and lift everybody else up.
Georgia, thanks for joining me again here. I love talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that was Georgia Hoffman here. Joining me now is my other person I love to talk to. No, it's all of the girls. Number 10, Krista Sabo. Krista, talk to me about your approach at the plate today. I'm going to let you hold on to the mic so I can just flip it over here. You have to interview me.
Okay. I've kind of just been going up to the plate recently with if it's a strike, first pitch, we're going with it. And my first two for some at-bats were strikes, but they weren't my favorite. And then the next ones I saw them, and I'm attacking that if I can. Yeah.
Talk to me about your defense as well. You did a fantastic job at short. The girls from Horicon hit the ball hard, so talk to me about that.
Just staying low and in front of it and taking my time. Rob's big on keep it slow and don't rush. If you make one bad play, take your time and make a good throw at least. And so taking our time is a big thing.
Does it help to have Lainey throwing strikes out there, especially first pitch strikes?
Yes, definitely, because then it gets us feeling good that we're like, okay, she's going to start moving it around. And then Lainey's did great out there today, so.
Congratulations again. Nice job at the plate and a great job defensively.
Thank you.
Joining me here was number 10. That was Krista Sabo. Now is my other favorite player. No, everybody's my favorite player here. Is Alexis Liebenow. Alexis, you're going to hold the mic so I can rest my shoulder. But talk to me about your approach at the plate today. I don't think I have seen somebody having to come up to bat with 2 outs 4 times in a row. So talk to me about that.
I don't know. It's definitely kind of stressful, but I always seem to get really deep in the count, which I think worries a lot of people, but most time I try and pull it out, so.
And I think what you did a fantastic job there in each one of those situations there is you continued to battle. There wasn't a single time where it was 3 straight pitches and you were out. And then this last couple you drew a walk on the last one, if I remember correctly, and 2 nice contact hits before that.
Yeah, I don't know. I get really deep in the count and then just try and put one out there.
You also play the hot corner here, and you had one go outside of your reach, but otherwise you had some amazing stabs out there. Talk to me about your approach out there as a third baseman.
We've been working on a lot of the backhands at practice. Mr. Shep has been working with me on it, so I think just the repetition was really helping me out get those today.
Congratulations on a great job today. Alexis Liebenau joining me here on the post game. And Lainey, this is starting to get old habit here. So, Lainey, you get to hold the mic for me and just talk to me. First of all, we were talking about the first several rounds that you had out here. First pitch strikes to batters. How important is that to you?
That's super important. It's really important to get ahead in my count so I can throw some of my best pitches and try to get them off balance, work off the plate, work high, try to throw stuff to keep them off balance.
I'm just trying to take a look here. You had 18 balls and 56 strikes today, 5 strikeouts and only 1 walk. What a great job on the mound.
Thank you.
So talk to me, where does that come from? Again, that's huge confidence that you have. Is that part of that come in your defense as well?
Yes, my defense helps me a lot. I try to get the other team to hit it weakly as possible, try to help them out. They help me out a ton, and I trust myself, I trust my defense, and I just have trust overall, and that adds to a lot of confidence.
At the plate today as well, good confidence as well. I had you down for a double and a single and 2 RBIs. So talk to me about your approach at the plate and how that helps you while you're out there playing defense.
So my approach is just hands to the ball, just try to make solid contact, especially first pitch strike. Had 2 weaker at-bats in the beginning, but I came through and had 2 better at-bats later on.
Well, you had a fantastic game once again. Lainey, fantastic work. Thanks for joining me here on the postgame show.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
You betcha. Fantastic. Lainey Shep here joining me. We'll see if we can get Coach Rob Schaefer here to wrap things up here for us on the postgame. Or is Paige coming out here to be interviewed? Or is it Coach Schaefer? I'll take anybody that wants to come and talk. Oh, Paige wants to talk. So you're going to have to interview me.
I know.
Okay?
I saw the girls doing it for it.
Perfect. So talk to me about, first of all, how important was this game today against another storied program over in Horicon? How was this for your girls?
This was a big win. The girls were excited to play the ladies today, and Horicon's always had such an established program. So coming out and staying strong and all the way throughout the game was super important for the girls. I know he always does.
So talk to me again about staying undefeated in the Trailways. Not only just in the Trailways East, but you guys also have an amazing run that's taking place in the Trailways. How important is that to your girls and the team?
It's very important to the girls. We always want to come out on top, stay on top, and kind of keep pushing. The girls have a goal every year to just play as hard as we can, and the wins will follow. So.
Talk to me about the defense that you saw today, because the girls from Horicon, to get those 3 runs, they had to manufacture all 3 of those runs. They were not something that just they hit the ball hard and were gaps. They had to be running on the bases. So talk to me about the defense that you saw today out of the Oakfield Lady Oaks.
We've been working super hard on our defense, specifically the past few practices to really hone down those harder, tougher plays. So we've been really pushing the tougher hits that the girls can have, and it's obviously played off. The girls have played a very good defensive game today, better than what we've played in the past few games, so we were very impressed with the ladies today.
Talk about the offense today. The girls came through with timely hits, and several girls with multiple hits today, so talk about that.
Yeah. We always tell the girls, see the ball. If it's there, swing, step small, hands to the ball, and they did that. They got to find their ball as it comes and lay off anything high or low and find their pitch, and they all came through at some point today, which was awesome.
It's a different type of team this year than you've had in the past in Oakfield. You've had power hitters who could get you back in the game with one swing. That's not the case this year. You've had to work with the contact. So talk about how that has changed the way that you guys coach.
Yeah, so like you said, in years past we've had some power hitters. So this year we're kind of lacking that a little bit, but the ladies are working super hard in practice to constantly bring your hands to the balls and do a little bit more small ball this year too.
Congratulations on the victory, Coach. Thanks for joining me here on the postgame show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
This has been the assistant coach here, Paige Peterson. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live stream.
Drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Whether you enjoy the...
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams. Mackay and Dominic Ackerman along with Jeff Sauer, and we're wrapping up this one, a 10-3 victory. The Lady Oaks took down the Marsh ladies from Horicon. Dominic, give us some of your final thoughts, some of those stats from that game, and just overall how you're feeling.
Yeah, I think just a big game there on the mound from Lainey Shep. We were talking about in the post-game interview, talking about how important it was for her to get ahead early in counts, and she faced 29 batters today. 25 of them she threw a first pitch strike to them. That is unprecedented. Only 4 batters were able to see a 1-0 batter's count right off the bat, and that's huge for Lainey Shep to be able to get ahead in the count early and get some outs here, as this Lady Oaks team only allowed 3 runs to score and were able to score 10 themselves.
Yeah, it was a big part of the game, like you talked about, those first pitch strikes from Shep on the bump. It's really hard for hitters to get a good piece of hitting, especially when they're down early in counts, and that's exactly what Shep was keen on doing here today. Another part I wanted to focus on here was some of those defensive errors from the Marsh ladies. I think it really took them down. Obviously, you had the error over at first, allowing 2 to score. You had a couple errors out in the outfield, just letting balls get by you, and little errors like that definitely add up. We saw extra bases being taken. We saw extra runs come across because of that. And I think that was one of the biggest downfalls for this Horicon team today. I also want to highlight that defense from the Lady Oaks, which was absolutely phenomenal. We saw a couple good plays. One that I'm specifically remembering from the third baseman, Alexis Liebenow. She had a great backhanded pick down the line at third, able to throw it over to first, and a great defensive play all around from the Lady Oaks. Great pitching, great defense. That's going to win you games, along with obviously good offense, putting up 10 runs. So
yeah, it's hard to lose a game when you score 10.
That's
but their
exactly
defense
right.
did a good job in holding them to make sure there wasn't any more.
That's exactly right. That's Dominic and I. Jeff, you got anything else?
Let's take a look at what we got for upcoming events here as we got coming up tomorrow right away. We're right back at it. We're going to be back here at Oakfield. I'm going to be covering the baseball game here as CWC is going to be taking on Oakfield here in baseball. And Dominic, Mackay, and Justin are going to be over at Laconia covering baseball and softball. Campbell Sport coming in to play baseball over there. This is going to be a phenomenal.
That's going to be a great game.
Fantastic game. And Springs is coming in for softball, so you could not ask for
those are going
better.
to be 2 fantastic games.
And even the CWC Oakfield, this rivalry that's starting to blossom here as the baseball program is only 5 years old at CWC. Then on Thursday, we're going to be back at CWC as Oakfield and CWC flip diamonds here. And we're also going to be covering softball with Winneconne taking on Waupun on Thursday. And that should be a fantastic game in the East Central. Friday, we've got baseball again on the agenda. And then next week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, you can see the games that are coming up here. So on Jeff's live stream, we are doing everything we can to cover our local area programs. We love being with these smaller communities here. They appreciate so much what we do, and we appreciate them, and it's just absolutely amazing. I want to thank you, gentlemen, for coming in and joining me here today. Before we leave things here, let's end with a quick prayer. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for the opportunity that you have given us to use our talents to live stream and to bring attention to these smaller communities and to these athletes. Heavenly Father, we pray that you will be with Ryan Vilbig as she's going to try and heal up from that ankle injury that she had today. I could see that she was walking on it. She is a tough lady that you have created. We just ask that healing will quickly come to that senior center fielder. We also ask, Heavenly Father, that you will be with Horicon as they are heading home and make sure that they have safe travels. And finally, Lord, we ask that you continue peace and blessing to everybody who is following along here on Jeff's live stream. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Happy birthday, Dominic. Yes. Thanks again for driving over here. We appreciate it. Take care, God bless, and we cannot wait to see you at a diamond near us. This is Jeff Sauer signing off. Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.